up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I've been using MusicCreator.AI to not only generate music, but also how I've been using it to expand my independent businesses. And I'm going to show you how you can potentially create multiple revenue streams for yourself by using MusicCreator.AI. I'm also going to show you some of the features that stood out to me while testing the platform. And I'm going to include a free prompt pack down in the description that you can download and start using today. If you're a music producer, content creator, music engineer, DJ, entrepreneur, or someone who creates content online, I think you'll find a lot of value in what this platform has to offer and how it can speed up your workflow. So let's get into it.
The first thing you're going to see when you click Create New Music is the AI Music Generator screen. At first glance, it looks similar to other AI music generators that are currently on the market. But one thing I noticed pretty quickly is that this platform seems to be structured more toward content creators, music producers, music engineers, DJs, and people who actually have independent businesses. I've used other AI music generators in the past, and honestly, a lot of them felt very basic. You type in a prompt, click a button, and it gives you a song. There really wasn't much flexibility after that. What I like about MusicCreator.AI is that there are a lot more options available. You have different genres, moods, instruments, styles, ambience settings, and additional tools that allow you to shape the final result. For this first example, I'm going to show you one of the prompts that I used to create my first song. After typing in my prompt, MusicCreator.AI created the complete song. I'm going to play a sample so you can hear how it turned out.
I was up before the sun, making something from nothing. On the east side, cold wind, but my palms kept bumping.
You can click on the track so you can see the lyrics displayed on the right side of the screen. You can also see the additional options that become available once the song has been generated. And that's where things start getting interesting. Because you're not limited to just generating a song and moving on. You can continue building from there. One of the features I wanted to test was the persona system. For this example, I created a persona named Predestined. What this allows you to do is save a voice, save a style, and continue creating music around that same artist identity. So instead of generating random songs every time, you can build consistency across multiple songs. For me, that immediately opened up another idea. This can be used to create a new content creation revenue stream. You could potentially create an AI artist project. You could create social media pages around that artist. You could release music consistently. You could build an audience around that character. And because the persona remains consistent, the songs maintain a similar style and vocal identity. To test that idea, I used the same persona to create a second song. Now I'm going to play part of that second song so you can hear how it sounds.
I wake up by the plane, phone on do not disturb. Bills in a neat little stack, still I made the day work. Left hand on the wheel, right hand on the receipt. Missed calls in the pocket, still I keep it clean.
One thing I noticed is that the overall style remains much more consistent because the persona is helping guide the creation process. Again, that's another possible revenue stream. Whether somebody wants to create an AI artist, a character brand, entertainment content, or some other type of project, the persona system gives you a foundation to build from. Now, underneath the prompt window, there are several additional options. One of the most interesting options is called Photo-to-Music. This feature can really help speed up your workflow. What I'm going to do is upload an image that I created for one of my merchandise advertisements. It's basically a promotional image that I use for my clothing brand. Instead of starting with a prompt, I'm starting with an image. I'm going to upload the image, add a little additional information, and then let MusicCreator.AI generate a song based on what it sees. The first thing it does is create lyrics inspired by the image. It analyzes the visual content and starts pulling ideas from it. Then it builds a song around those ideas. Now let's listen to what it created.
Sun blazing down on the half-court lines. Bounce to the ball in rhythm with the crowd's cries. Two friends locked in a fierce little game. Got the ocean breeze, palm trees in frame. Jersey black and gold, sweat running down. Spectators pressed tight, no one's backing down.
What surprised me is that it actually referenced elements that were visible in the image. The resulting song felt like something that could genuinely be used in a commercial or promotional campaign. For content creators, marketers, and business owners, that's a huge time saver. Instead of spending a lot of time trying to explain your vision through text prompts, you're allowing the image itself to become part of the creative process. This is another example of how MusicCreator.AI can help speed up production. Now I want to show you a little trick that I've been using. If you're somebody who struggles with prompts, this can help a lot. Go back to the MusicCreator.AI homepage. Scroll all the way down to the bottom, click on Blog, then click on Tutorials. For this example, I'm opening the article called How to Create AI Trap Beats. Now if you're on a desktop PC, press Ctrl+P. That allows you to save the article as a PDF file. Save the PDF to your computer. Then upload that PDF into ChatGPT or Claude. Now you've given the AI detailed information about that specific style of music. You can use that information to help create better prompts. You can even build your own prompt engine. The next section is the AI Lyrics Generator. This section is pretty straightforward, but it's also very useful if you're somebody who writes songs, creates jingles, works on commercials, or just needs help getting started with ideas. You can type in your own prompt, or you can use the additional settings to help guide the type of lyrics you want to create. You can choose different moods, different styles, different song structures, and you can even create lyrics in multiple languages. For me personally, I look at this as a brainstorming tool. If you're creating commercial songs, promotional music, social media campaigns, or content for clients, this can save a lot of time during the writing process. The next section is the AI Singing Voice Generator. This is pretty self-explanatory, but there are several ways you can use it. You can upload your own music, you can upload vocals, you can create cover songs, and you can even train voice models. If you want to use your own voice, that's an option. For this example, I'm going to play a quick sample so you can hear what the voice conversion sounds like.
I'm Billie Eilish. People are always trying to define me, but the only thing that defines me is my music.
I'm only playing a very short sample because I don't want to run into copyright issues. But what I wanted to show is how the AI voice can take existing material and create a different version. You can see the Train Voice Model option here. This allows you to create voice models that can be reused later. Now, one thing that immediately came to mind while testing this feature was another content creation revenue stream. You could potentially use this for cover song channels, parody channels, entertainment content, character-based projects, or different types of music experiments. The point is that it gives you another creative tool that can be incorporated into your workflow and content creation business. The next section is the AI Song Cover Generator. This feature is closely related to the AI Singing Voice Generator, but it gives you access to a much larger collection of voice models that you can use for different types of projects. When you open the Song Cover Generator, you'll see several categories available. You have singers, you have R&B singers, pop singers, and even some rap voices available depending on the style you're looking for. There's also a celebrity section that gives you access to additional voice options. You have animation and anime-style voices, game character voices, and several other categories that allow you to experiment with different sounds and personalities. Another option that stood out to me is the ability to train and use your own voice model. You could create cover song content, character-based music content, entertainment channels, voice-driven social media content, or other creative projects built around unique vocal performances. The main thing I wanted to show here is that MusicCreator.AI isn't limited to generating original songs. It also gives creators additional tools that can be used to expand content creation opportunities and potentially create new revenue streams.